Shalom, giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakach, Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth. And sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah, Yasharala. That's peace to the hopeful election of the nation of Israel. And Salakia for the background noise. I'm out right now with my woman and my oldest daughter. You know, they doing some shopping, so I'm kind of on daddy duty, moving around with them. So you may hear some noise in the background. But this is full spectrum survival. Report just come out. I want y'all to hear it from this guy yourself. He does a lot of digging. He has connections. He's a prepper. He's a prepper for the New World Order. He's going to fit right in with Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, towards the last few verses about those that go into the woods. They're going to actually eat each other and drink each other's blood. These people are going to prep for their own destruction. He's one of them. He could be Jake. I don't know. But he just received some information. It's been floating around about FedEx. Now, FedEx is one of the big boys on the block. So they like Walmart. Wherever they go, the market goes. The Fortune 500 companies, the Dow Jones, which consists of the major companies all tied into one bundle. They have leaders, so wherever they go, the market flows to. And FedEx is one of those markets. They hold the market with UPS, DHL, and some of these other delivery services. So they're losing about 24% going into this last quarter as far as stocks go. That's a significant drop. And, for those that invest, I did some investing back in the day. But that's outrageous. And they also predicted a worldwide recession, which is, we can see them moving closer to the MOTB with that there. But it just made me, think about this scripture here when I was listening to this report a minute ago. This is Ecclesiastes 12. I must read from verse 2. It says, let's read from verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in thy days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's now. This goes with Psalms, the 2nd chapter. The Lord said, kiss the Son. Meaning we need to be all up in this for Yahweh Shah. While that dark day, that Zephaniah 1:14 is right around the corner, man. That dark, gloomy day, time is now. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And you're going to see more as we go into these next 90 days, counting down to 2023. The keepers of the house are going to be trembling. That's why this report that came out Friday with FedEx, the CEO and the top ranking officials, it's shaking the world. It's shaking Wall Street. It shook up the world economy. This is serious business, man. We were watching the great fall of Great Babylon. So the keepers of the house, that deals with this, the word economy, which is household management, when you go into the etymology of the word. So this household management. So it's dealing with the house, and the economy is basically, you can look at it as the legs to this kingdom. That's why they set up the schools. The schools was all set up to actually send the children through the process system, the schools, so they can function in an economy and keep the legs going. You need the legs. But the Lord is chopping them down, man. So it says, third verse again. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. This is the stock market, man. Them top CEOs, them top investors, them guys that's dealing with them hedge funds, man. That's looking into, because they look into the future, man. They got to predict 6 to 8 months out when they dealing with those trades, long term and short term. So it says, And the strong men shall bow themselves. That's going to happen real soon, dealing with those militaries. Well, that's even taking on that's on a macro level. Let's take it on a micro level. You got the strong men, like the preppers, man. These preppers, they think they got it going on. They gonna bow real soon. So it says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows are darkened. Looking into the future. They don't see a bright future. They don't see it. And the grinders shall cease. That's the workload, man. Unemployment. They of course they shuffle the numbers when they want to tell you the president is doing good. November is around the corner, so they shuffle the numbers, make it look like they're creating jobs. But the grinding is very low in Great Babylon. 4th verse, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. So the Lord is shutting down this economy. He's shutting it down. People are not spending. It's going to be a terrible holiday season for Great Babylon. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of birds, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's happening too, because one of the greatest exports of this country is music. And if you look into the top #1 sellers, they cancel all their tours for the next 3 months anywhere in Europe. Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj. Why? Because they know something is going on. Their handlers are pulling out. So you're going to hear more happening with the music industry at this point. So let's go. Let's check this out.
But it is the bellwether to end all other bellwethers. Get out now, they say, screaming to get out of stocks. Others are so deeply invested in stocks that they're saying now is the time to buy. But we have Goldman Sachs. I just let a friend of mine know who is deep into stocks, and his market analysts are telling him now's the time to buy, now's the time to buy. But Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all these other corporations, all these other organizations are saying you still have 20 to 30% to drop out of the stock market. In my opinion, and I don't hold any stocks, now is not the time to buy. So the Federal Express CEO told different news organizations that impending doom is coming for the whole world's economy, not just America, not just Europe, but the entire world. When asked about it, he replied with this quote, "These numbers, they do not portend very well. We're seeing the volume decline in every segment around the world. And so we've just started our second quarter. The weekly numbers are not looking so good, so we just assume at this point that the economic conditions are not good." We are, speaking of Federal Express, FedEx.
So the Lord is bringing this man down. Great Babylon has been a golden cup, because you got to look at it like this. The world flows under the whore, which is Great Babylon, America, this place. So wherever she go, the EU go, right? The other countries, the BRICS nations, whether they like it or not, because they still got to function with the dollar. The dollar is very powerful. Even though they're chopping it down, it still carries that much force. That's how much force the Lord put behind his dollar, that even the BRICS nations are having a problem breaking out of it. You got Africa, you got Asia, right? You have these major continents. They all functioning off the stability of America, the whore that runs the world, that influences the world. So when the Lord shakes up this place here, the world feels the vibration. And that's what's happening. The Lord is cutting the world off at the knees, because the second coming is a world takeover, not just America. The Lord is casting down all rule and authority. He's taking over the whole place. Let me get one more scripture, and that's in effect, that's gonna be it. Let's go to Isaiah. Okay, 24. Let me get right in. Isaiah 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenants. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languishes, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets cease. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. And we're watching this right now. The joy of harps cease. That's the cruises. That's that luxury. That's that music. That's they going back into the shutdown on Broadway. Everything's is coming to a halt. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a cry for wine, which is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. There's going to be the famine of the word. They're going to cry for the wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation. The gate is smitten with destruction. So I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Aki on still on the watch. This thing is happening. Shalom.